John Poulos.
John Poulos.
John Poulos is probably one of the hardest working musicians, or people for that matter, that I know.
It's one of those Port Charlotte rock and rollers down there. Those guys like rock down there in Port Charlotte.
Down to earth, super nice guy, hard working.
John has more man toys than anybody I've ever met. I mean, he's got cool man toys. He's got boats. He's got campers.
He will go out in his rehearsal room till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and rehearse and go over and over things, even though he's got to get up at 5 the next morning to go to work.
He's got golf carts. He's got everything.
John Poulos is one of those guys, hits him hard, likes to rock.
Consistent, he's been constant, he's hard working, he's got great chops.
A lot of drummers play the same patterns and just kind of change just a little bit to make it fit the song. John will actually learn the part.
A whole lot of dedication, good solid family man, hard working guy, can't say enough about him.
When I grow up, I want to be John Poulos.
Johnny Mac is a real pro. It's a pleasure to play with Johnny. As soon as I heard him when we had the first rehearsal, I knew I could play with this guy.
Johnny picks the parts to get out, and he's kind of the musical director of the band, where he will kind of let everybody know where they should be and how they should be playing a certain part. That's important to have one person that takes charge of that.
As far as musically, he's right on the money. I mean, he's all about the music. Nothing else but the music, and do it right. Play it right the first time.
He's got a tremendous amount of experience playing a gigantic variation of music, from big bands to blues to rock to you name it. And he even told me the story one time where he had to, play a set of German polka music, and they pulled it off.
He pushes you. He makes you do what you got to do. I mean, I wouldn't be singing if he didn't tell me I had to, because he just doesn't want to do all the singing, so he's like, you're going to do some singing.
Great guitar player, tremendous voice. The voice is what helps give this band, the Verge, some of its signature sound.
He's right on the money.
He's a good guy, too. He's like a big brother to me, and I've appreciated being with him. Did I mention that he's really old?
Randy Lizzy, he's a perfectionist.
Yeah, my old saying is I like things right and tight.
Randy's an awesome, solid bass player, for sure. No doubt I can follow, no problem. Groove together really good.
Randy is probably one of the most solid bass players I've ever played with. And I played with some really good ones. Randy lays it down. The bottom is always going to be there.
He does the work. He's very interested in being professional and doing things right. Putting in the time, being the best you can be. I really admire him for that.
He's got his own style that really, in my opinion, has made the Verge sound the way that it does. I mean, he's the glue that puts it all together.
That's basically Randy. We have a good time. He likes Fireball. So do I occasionally. Beer, Tom MacKnight. Well, the mind is a terrible thing. I tell him that all the time. I can't stop thinking. It's just the mind just goes incessantly, constantly.
Tommy, weird individual.
Tommy is the ringleader of the Verge Circus.
He does a really good job. He handles a ton of business, all of it.
I always say he's never met somebody that wasn't his friend. He'll do whatever it takes, whether it's embarrassing or not, to put a smile and a chuckle on people's faces. Johnny and I will look at each other and go, yeah, it's Tommy. Yeah, okay.
Well, Tom's an easy target. I mean, he's such a nice guy. When it comes to busting chops, nice guys finish last. So basically, we just pile up on him.
Crowd loses their mind over that Peter Frampton talk box. They do.
Excellent guitar player. He doesn't give himself enough credit on his guitar playing or his vocals, and he's got a unique style. His style, his tone, his way of playing, John McNulty's way of playing are very complementary to each other.
I kind of view what Tom does was what I would have done, that role. So I'm not doing that role anymore. So basically, that frees me up to on the guitar to kind of go down the road of what the keyboard player might be doing or the other instruments.
They just simply work together. They don't step on each other's toes. They play well together. They complement each other, and it's one of the big reasons why the Verge sounds like they do, because of their interplay between one another.
He's good-natured. He takes it. You know, sometimes I pile on him so bad, I just feel a little guilty about it, but really not that much. But, not enough to stop.